So let's get to our next topic with you, Craig. Arena.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
What is the exact parcel of land? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's a lot of obsession with that, really. I mean, yeah, it's Northeast Phoenix. It's adjacent to Scottsdale. Does it really matter at that point? It's a plot of dirt somewhere, maybe a little bit over here, a little bit over there. Stop focusing. It doesn't matter. What matters is their ability to close this deal. And I think I made it clear in what I wrote that there's a lot of people doubting whether they can close this deal. I know there are some people who just think it's sunshine and rainbows because they heard that the Coyotes had picked their site. Well, there's a hell of a lot more nuance to this situation than that. And you can bet your ass that on the first day of the Board of Governors meetings today, they discussed this. So we'll see. Again, we've been through this so many times, guys. It's cool that they picked a site, and we can talk about that site in a minute. But it's about the close. It's not about the plan. It's not about talk. It's not about excitement at this point. Get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done. Show me you can get it done. Show me you can get it done with all of the hurdles ahead of you. You may be able to avoid a referendum because of the way this land can be rezoned by the Phoenix City Council, but you still need tax abatement. So what sort of challenges might you face then? They're going to try and structure the deal to make it bulletproof. We'll see if they succeed. There are a lot of other hurdles as well. So let's just wait until not just the announcement comes out, if that's at the end of this year. Let's wait till all the details come out, whatever it is, first quarter or the end of the regular season. Let's see what it looks like, and let's see if they can actually put shovels in the ground.
Yeah, and even to that point, Craig, you and I have been around this team long enough to see them put shovels on the ground, and they still don't build a rink.
Yeah, maybe that's not the measure.
The Los Arcos site, they literally put shovels in the ground, and Shane Doan went for a ceremony, and they still didn't build a rink there. So until they start putting concrete in the ground, I honestly won't believe it. I will say this. Talk about the site, Craig, because you know where that site is?
So close to your house?
Like I can walk there. Why didn't they do that when I worked there for 20 years? Oh, it's dumb. I could ride my bike to work.
You ain't the first person around here that said that. Like, oh, I love the location. Like, yeah, listen.
Yeah,
I don't want to make people think that this is a bad location. It's not Glendale, okay?
It's not ideal though.
There are parts of the Southeast Valley where this drive is as far as Gilbert. I don't care what people's opinions are. Oh, that's not true. Sorry, I have hard data. Waze is crowdsourced. Those are thousands of drives, and at that time of day, that site would be 5 minutes less than going to Glendale. So they're basically the same. That's true. Sorry, that's hard data. That's not your opinion. Having said that, it's in the wealth area of the city. Obviously, there's a lot of wealth in North Scottsdale. I want to dispel a couple of rumors. Oh, the vast majority of their season ticket holders live in Scottsdale. That's not true. Get the data. Again, do the reporting. Get the data. That's not true. There are a lot of season ticket holders. Xavier Gutierrez made this plain to me himself, that live in Chandler and Gilbert, the Southeast Valley. That area matters to them. And the northern reaches of that, it's not a bad commute from Tempe or Western Mesa or even northern Chandler. That's still fine. So I don't want to make it out like this is a bad location. It's just not optimal like Tempe was, or even the Northwest Mesa site, which is, a better location for the entire city and the entire fan base than this one is.
One thing I'll say, though, is if after all of this, after 26 years, they finally get it done and we get to put together what we're experiencing tonight on the hockey side, like this joy and excitement, 5 straight games against all the recent Stanley Cup winners, Connor Ingram, like Logan Cooley, Clayton Keller, all of it. If we get to have that and put that together with a permanent solution, the future of hockey, of NHL hockey in this state and city is unbelievable. And so we're seeing it on the hockey side. We've seen it on the hockey side. It's so fun to be excited. It just sucks that this one thing is still hanging over our heads a little bit. But if that could get done, and then we get to experience what we've been experiencing for the last 5 post games, but in a permanent arena, look out, because this might be one of the top destinations in the National Hockey League.
Yep.
Yeah. Another minor thing. Like I know people are wondering about a timeline, and it's probably stupid to even talk about a timeline because who the hell knows what sort of obstacles are going to come along the road as they try and plan this. But there have been some people asking me, hey, could they? I don't know where they got this, but could they break ground as soon as April? No, definitely not that soon. Not even in the playoffs. We're probably talking July at the earliest that they could break ground on this. That's what I've been told by the team itself. So don't expect them to be able to break ground early. And of course, that raises the question, okay, how many more years do they have to play at Mullet? Again, going back to the Board of Governors, they're very concerned with that as well. The NHLPA is concerned with that. They're all very interested in this latest piece of news and the timeline that it creates, but there's just not enough sort of closure on it to even be able to predict that with any level of certainty.
All right, well, we can move on from arena talk for now.
Right. He looks depressed again.
Me?
No, Petey.
No, I'm just in thought of all the construction going on in that general area right now. They're building a new apartment building right now. There's more restaurants and bars. There's a new hospital complex going up near the Thunderbird in Scottsdale. That the construction in that area and the location that rumored to be talked about was supposed to be a big shopping center right before the pandemic broke out, and all of that fell through. You're supposed to see all the shopping district coming up there. So, I mean, personally, unbelievable location for me personally. I agree with Craig though.
Me too.
Yeah, the Tempe location was phenomenal, but
nothing we
I'd
can
rather
do about
see
that
it
now.
in that location than in frickin' Houston or
Salt Lake City.
Yeah. So let's get the damn thing built.
Here's the other thing: are we a little pampered in this city? Like when I lived in Chicago, my dad and I would spend an hour and a half driving downtown from the northwest suburbs to watch Blackhawk games. Like I go to LA. Peter, you've been in every arena. You know the commutes. I know they stay closer, but like. Try LA. Like, who knows how long it's going to take you in LA or the Bay Area or any major city. There's this, and I think it's true of Arizona fans. They don't commute far. I think this whole city is built on such convenience where everything you need is within a 5-mile radius of your house. It's kind of weird that like we talk about a 45-minute drive as if, oh my God, I'm not going to do that. Like every other city does that. Every other major city does that. Why can't we do that? It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, it's, every city and every state has their driving habits. I guess that's Arizona's.